Hey, everybody! Welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. How is everybody this morning? Trying to get everything situated. How is everybody? Everybody in the house? Got Minnie, Eric, Rodney. What's happening? So I'm going to introduce myself because it's been a while since I've done that. So if you are new to Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind, welcome. I started this platform webinar in March of 2015. So I'm going on 2 years of consistently showing up on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're here for about 30 minutes every Tuesday going over things that'll help your business grow, some mindset tricks, have some guests on, all sorts of fun, different stuff. So you're more than welcome to always show up. We're here. You can just go to tipsytuesdaymastermind.net to register, and we'll be here. So I am Samantha Wall. I am the host of Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind, and I have been in network marketing, online marketing for 3 years now. This year, 3 years. I started out in direct sales after my son was born. So that was 2009. I started out in direct sales. We were down to one car and I was huffing around the neighborhood with my kid in a stroller, passing out catalogs. I had been through all the struggles. I had been online to Craigslist and put out that, I was giving away my kids' clothes because I wanted to pay it forward as well. So I've definitely been through my struggles. And back in 2014, I actually decided to really start focusing on online because I had seen so many people making so much money online, and I just knew that that's where the world was going. And so I researched for about 6 months how to, become a better leader. At this point, I had already built a team, lost a team, the whole works. I've been there. I have my bruises. I have my scars. So I really was just researching on how to become a better marketer and how to become a better leader and lead a team, because I knew that it was, I had to look myself in the mirror when I lost my team. And did I not get you on, Jessica? Okay, hold on real fast. So I had lost my team and I really wanted to find out how to go about that. Boy, did I mess this up. Let's see. So basically, once I started a few years back, 3 years back, I decided that I would really become a better leader, become a better person, show up for my team. And so that's what I did. So I researched for 6 months online on how to become a better leader, a better marketer, and that's when I found My Lead System Pro, which I know lots and lots of people who are my Tipsy Tuesday masterminders are inside of My Lead System Pro. It is a platform that teaches you how to become a better marketer, how to brand yourself, and just how to really succeed on this online marketing stuff. I mean, this is tough stuff. There's a lot that goes into it. And that is one of the biggest things that I really want to get out, is the fact that, so many people out there are spreading the bad word of this is easy. This is, 1 hour a day, guys, and you'll be making 10 grand in 3 months. I promise. No, don't do that anymore. Don't do that anymore. And you have to start branding yourself. So today we're going to go over some branding. What is up, Jessica? How are you?
Hey, what's up, Sammy? How are you? I am awesome. I'm doing good. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, sorry. I was like, did I not put you on? Like, why is she in the chat? She's supposed to be here with me. So this is Jessica Daniels. I've known Jessica now, gosh, I guess as long as I've been online marketing. We met way back 3 years ago, right?
It's been a long time. Yeah, it has. About 3 years.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're both inside of the My Lead System Pro. We've both been working, together inside of there and things like that. So wanted to bring her out to help a little bit today with branding and get her input on it. So I'm going to share my slides real fast and get into this. We try to keep this to 30 minutes on Tuesdays, so we'll get straight into it. So once again, this is Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind. You can go to tipsytuesdaymastermind.net and register for Tuesdays and come on up with us. And then we're just going to go over branding you, why you need to brand you, how to brand you, how to find your brand. I think that's one of the most difficult things is actually, really getting into finding how to find your brand. We all are us, but we got to find things of, to brand ourselves around. And so we're going to go over a little bit of that as well. So why brand you? Well, multiple streams of income for the most part. I know a lot of people, when they hear multiple streams of income, which I was one of them, was like, no, that's not what I want, because I want to be focused and I don't want to, the whole. Oh, are you seeing my slides?
No, no.
Oh, good. Let me.
I see a lot of familiar faces. Hey, Minnie Riley, Rodney, Eric Robinson. Hi, guys. What's up? Happy New Year.
Are you seeing it now?
Yes. And
Okay, good.
Donna. Hey, Donna. Pamela Brown. Hello. Just wanted to say hi to everybody.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate it. There's more people jumping on because you're saying hi to people that I didn't see on earlier. So I love it. I love it. Thank you for joining us today. So, like I said, we're just going over some branding. So we were talking about multiple streams of income. This is definitely something that I was like, no, I don't want that. I just want to focus on one thing and, master it. Um, in the online world of marketing, multiple streams of income is something that you must strive for. Um, I'm not saying jump into a bunch of businesses right now. I'm just saying that there's a lot out there to have. Right, Jessica, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. When you're utilizing attraction marketing and you're branding yourself, yeah, I mean, it just makes sense to drop affiliate offers, embed affiliate offers all throughout your branding and all throughout your content. It just makes sense to do that, right? It just because it's kind of like yin and yang, right? It just fits together. So yeah, oh, absolutely. When you're branding yourself, it just makes it so much easier to do that. I never recommend more than one network marketing company. But maybe one network marketing company and then affiliate offers, coaching, training, uh, you know, that way, you're going to hit your goals so much faster. You're going to win your time freedom ultimately and your financial freedom a lot quicker that way.
Absolutely. And it's not something that you have to like jump into right away, but eventually if you're playing this game the way you want to play it and you want to play big, multiple streams of income is something that is a must. And so if you're jumping into a company and you're going around and you're telling everybody about this company and you're not branding yourself, it is very hard to be adding on extra streams of income if you haven't started branding yourself from the beginning. Um, and then also branding yourself builds authority and leadership, and that's what people want. People join people that they trust, They don't join companies. I mean, there's been plenty of times where, people have come up to even me and just been like, I don't know what you do, but I want to join. So, I mean, it's just a proven fact that if you're branding yourself, people out there are looking for someone who's going to take them to the next level. So branding yourself builds that authority as well. Companies come and go. I hate to break the news to you. There's been plenty of companies that I've seen that I didn't think were going anywhere. And there were people inside of those companies making millions of dollars. And it just up and went bankrupt and was gone. Not to mention the fact that you could decide this isn't for me. You could spend time with it and decide later this isn't for me. I don't feel it. And if you're constantly telling people about the company and putting the company all over social media and all this stuff, it's really, really hard to come back from that. It's really hard to be like, oh yeah, I was with this company and now I'm with this company, and people are like, well, now you just look wishy-washy. And that's your brand, guys. No matter what, even if you're not in business and you're watching this, you are branding yourself every single day just by everything. I mean, if you have a job and you go to work, there are certain people that see you in certain lights. Some people might see you differently. So you have to make sure that when you're going out there, you're branding yourself the way you want to brand yourself, which we'll get into later of how you can go about branding yourself the way you want to brand yourself. And honestly, the best part about branding you is you get to be you, right?
Yes. Yep.
I mean, it's the best part, but it can also be the most tricky part, to be honest. It is not easy to be you all the time. I mean, our whole lives we go through, trying to find ourselves and all this. And, but it's definitely a fun process being able to find yourself and who you are. Like I said, we'll get into that as we go on. And how to brand yourself. It's branding yourself is super easy, guys. All you got to do is use your name. And if your name's taken, let's say you're John Smith and it's, johnsmith.com's been taken, there's plenty of people that have, meet John Smith, work with John Smith or whatever. Just make sure that you're branding your name. Your name is everything. When people come to your site or they're on Facebook and they're looking around at your timeline, they're going to go over to Google and they're going to Google your name to find out a little bit more about you. And if they can't find anything about you, you're just a face on Facebook. So you want to make sure that you're branding your name. You want to make sure that you're using the same picture. Get something, get a good picture. It doesn't have to be a professional picture. You don't have to go hire a professional. You just have to get a good picture and not one that's a selfie, because everybody knows when you're taking a selfie. And so just get someone, in your family or a friend or whatever to take a picture of you, even in front of a white wall is a great idea, because then you can actually cut yourself out and use that image in lots of things. Use it on your blog, use it on pictures that you're posting to promote things. You can take that image and just kind of start putting it everywhere, and then people start recognizing that picture. Being consistent is huge. You want to be out there as much as possible and just keep showing up. People want to know that you're going to be here for the long haul. And remember, brands don't happen overnight, guys. Just start. Go out there. And it doesn't matter if you can't find who you are and what it is, it doesn't matter. Just get out there and start being real. Tell people, don't go out there and say, I've made $6,000 in the last 3 days that I've been in this company, and you haven't made a dime. They will read through that. You simply go out there, make a video, do a blog post or whatever, and say, hey, listen, I'm just starting. I'm excited. People above me, use other people's stories, and your brand will come into play. It's like Aaron Birch. She was talking, and she said the one time that she didn't really know what her brand was until she heard Lisa Torres talking about her. And that's when she was like, oh, wait, that's who I am. That's my brand. So you don't exactly have to know. Just get out there and start working real hard.
That's a great point, Sammy. That is such a good point. Ask people that you're close to, or other people like team members, to, kind of point things out about you. You know, that's a great point that you said that Lisa Torres um, was talking about Aaron Birch, right? So ask people that, people on your team, or Facebook friends, maybe, ask somebody, can we kind of be accountability partners? How do you see me? Because really, ultimately, what your personal brand is how other people view you. Your colors and your tagline and all of that is pretty important as well. But I'm sorry, I'm hearing myself again. um, but so ask somebody to kind of describe you, like, what are my qualities? Maybe, tell me something that you admire in me, and I'll tell you something I admire in you. Or do you see something that I could change? And then take that with an open heart. Don't get offended if you're asking somebody for their honest opinion, right? Don't get offended. And that's a great way, because we have blind spots, right? We can't see everything that other people can see about us. Wouldn't you agree, Sam?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's one of the hardest things to do is get, feedback. But it's so important to know how people see you, because how you think that you're portraying yourself can be completely different on how people are actually seeing you. So
Yep.
absolutely. And then how to find your brand. This is, this is something that can take a while. It is definitely worth the time to sit down and really hone in on who you are and what you want. So some of the questions that you can ask yourself is, what do you want to be known for? Sit down and find out what is it that you want to be known for. I mean, do you want to be the Instagram, master Instagrammer? Do you want to be known for the person who helps people brand themselves? Do you want to be known for mindset? I mean, whatever it is that you want to be known for, you just got to really sit down and figure that out. And then who do you relate to best? Go through your friend list on Facebook and really see your friends. Like, which ones do you interact with the most? How close have you gotten with the people, and what are their similarities to you? Like for me, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a lot of stay-at-home mom friends, and we relate very well together, because that's, it's easy to relate to somebody who has, if you have a child and they have a child, or if you have a dog and they have dogs, or if you are, a hockey player and they're a hockey player, whatever it is, who is it that you relate to? And that's a whole nother ballpark that you can get into as far as your marketing goes on Facebook, groups and things like that. So really knowing who you relate to is a very key thing in not only your branding but also your marketing, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Who do you want to be known for? And yeah, who do you relate to best? Yes. Just like what Sam just said, right? She relates well with stay-at-home moms, right? It's you get it's so important when you're building relationships, right? When you can say to someone, oh, me too, right? Me too, I can relate. They can relate, right? That's why it's important to share your struggles. um I mean, struggles make you a better person anyway, right? So embrace them. um but finding those commonalities, that's why to incorporate in your brand who you are, and what you do, your lifestyle, stay at home mom, because you're going to resonate with other stay-at-home moms. I take care of my mentally handicapped uncle, right? So I have people that I share that. I take pictures of him and me. I share that in my branding. I share that on social media. And I have people that come to me and private message me and say, it's so cool that you take care of your uncle. I have a mentally handicapped sister or whatever, right? You automatically feel closer to that person. You just do. And you're going to attract the right people, right? And it's going to build relationships that are going to last a lifetime. It's really cool.
Absolutely. And that's, you hit it, nailed it. Like, that's the whole point of being you as well. Like, don't be afraid to share your life. I mean, not all of us have beach homes and drive BMWs. That doesn't happen right away. Be yourself and share your struggles. I mean, if you've had a hard time, guys, none of us jumped into this industry and, landed immediately on top of millions of dollars. Yeah, you've heard stories of it, but you don't know the process that the person went through before the first 6 months in that company. They could have been in the industry for 18 years. I mean, Lisa Torres was in the industry for 18 years and barely made $10 a month. And now she's six figures, going on seven figures, something like that.
Yeah, and it's always going to be a great story. It's going to be a great story. Share your struggles. People can relate to that. If you're just sharing the really fast wins and not sharing like the slow, steady wins, that's just going to intimidate people, and um, it's going to cause them to be like, wow, well, good for them, but I don't think I can do that. So people relate to struggles. So just make sure you're sharing everything, your struggles along with your successes.
Absolutely. And the lives that you can change by sharing your struggles and the things that you've been through. I mean, there's somebody out there right now who's going through exactly what you've been through, who you could change their life. I mean, that's just the most amazing part about this industry is that it's life changing. I this morning's wake up call was just absolutely amazing. Um, and
Hmm.
last night was a hard night for me, and it was interesting. My husband said to me, he said, you're in a really hard industry, and I was like, why? He's like, it's not just sales, it's selling a belief.
Yes.
And it's hard to sell a belief without sharing who you are and how you came to believe that this is really true and this is really happening. So and then go through morals and values. You got to write down 15 morals and values and narrow it down to the five most important. If health is one of the most important, if family is one of the most important, loyalty, commitment, consistency, all these words that you can just sit down and write them, and then pick the five top ones and then brand yourself around those. I mean, if health is important to you and you eat McDonald's every day, you might want to change that around. And it's a slow process, but if you get out there and you tell people, listen, I decided today I'm going to be healthy, and I'm going to be honest with you, I eat McDonald's once a day, and today I'm going to stop, and I'm only going to do it once a week, because it takes process. You don't just drop it all. I mean, you can, but I mean, just be you, and also know what you stand against. I think that's very important in your branding, is knowing what you stand against.
Sure.
If you stand against spammers or whatever, you got to make sure that you're also letting people know what you stand against. um, Ryan McMorris, I'm going through a course with him right now, and one of the things that he says, he's like, you want to repel as much as you sell.
For
you know
sure.
there's there's gonna be people out there that don't like you, and you don't want them to like you. Like, just
Exactly. We
because
do not want to work with everybody. I mean, there are people that I have recruited that I totally wished I wouldn't have, right? I mean, I think we've all been there.
absolutely. And that's it. I mean, so many people get into this industry and they think that everybody needs their stuff because we have passion for what we do, and we do know that everything, it can help everybody. We know that. But you're not everybody. You're you, and you can't change that no matter what you do. So just be you, and be willing to let them go. If the problem with this industry is that people get into this, and one, they think that it's $1 million overnight success, and it's not. It's a process. It's a lot of work. You have to learn your marketing. You have to learn your branding. You have to do a lot of things. You can't just join a company for $50 and 3 weeks later go, this isn't working. It doesn't work that way. People go to college for years and years and years and study to get to the six figures or whatever, and they're in $1 million worth of debt in school. You're not even in that process. But it's like, we don't have overhead. We don't have all this, so we tend to treat it differently. But if you had a 2,500 square foot building and you had 500 employees underneath you, you would be interviewing your next salesperson. You wouldn't just walk along the street and be like, oh, here, I see you have a sign and you need $5. Come on in. I bet I can turn you into a salesperson. You wouldn't do that. So don't do that in your business.
Right.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's hurting your business and your team.
Treat it like a business. I mean, treat it like a million dollar franchise even, right? Treat it
Absolutely.
that way.
Um, and then, what do you want to change? What do you want to change in the world? What is it? What is it that you want? You know, for me, I think that parents being able to be at home with their children, and parents not having the stress of calling in for a sick day because their child's sick, and then having to go to work deadly sick because they used all their sick days to stay home with their kids. That's something I want to change in the world. I want to bring parents home to their kids again. I want parents to be able to snuggle with their children when they're sick and not be afraid of getting sick or afraid of getting fired because they've taken too many sick days. That's crazy to me. So just know what you want to change in the world. Find it out. Really take some time with this. This is something that is, could take a very long time. I mean, start a journal, start really finding yourself, and your brand will make its way to where it's supposed to be over the process of, working hard and working on personal development and things like that. So going along with finding your brand, just make sure that you have a vision. You know, where do you see yourself in a year, 6 months, 5 years? Write it down. Who are you with? Who are the people you're surrounded with? you know find out who those people are, and then go out and find them and hang around them. I mean, if there's somebody that you follow that you absolutely love, follow them religiously, watch everything they do, read their emails. I mean, see what kind of capture pages they're using. You really have to study it. Um, and then, who do you have to become? You can't be the same person today, and a millionaire tomorrow. You have to become a different person. So really see yourself and see who you have to become to get into that vision, to be where you want to be in 5 years. Um, and then, what have you had to change? You got to change some things. Along the way, you have to change some things. Sometimes you got to get rid of people. Sometimes you got to get rid of bad habits and start different habits. Sometimes you got to throw away the TV. Not throw it away, but get rid of it. Eliminate it. It's not doing any good for you. So just, write those things down and really have a vision. I'm going to get out of this. That's what I have for that. Does anybody have any questions? How is everybody doing?
That was awesome, Sam.
Thanks. You're amazing. Thanks for helping out. I love when you come on and help out. It's always helpful to have someone seeing the chat and
Yes, I know. I love being on Tipsy Tuesday. June, stop it. Can you hear my dog?
So do you have anything that you want to add to that?
No, not really. I just wanted to add, sharing your lifestyle is so important. It's just a huge part of your brand. And people can really relate to your struggles and, being real. Just be real. Don't try to be someone that you're not,
Absolutely. Well, that is our 30 minutes. Listen, whoever invited you to Tipsy Tuesday today, if you want more on branding, if you want to learn marketing and really change your future and get out of the broke, frustrated, stages of business, get back to whoever invited you here, because they are inside of an amazing platform called My Lead System Pro, and they can help you get started and get going for only $10. So get back to whoever invited you here to Tipsy Tuesday, and feel free to invite your teams or anybody to this. This happens, we keep it to 30 minutes because we know you're busy, and we try to bring you as much value as possible and to get your business going and up the way it should be, because we all know the struggles. So if nobody has any questions, we're gonna cut it off.
Awesome. So, it's always such a pleasure to be here, Samantha.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Thank you all for showing up. I love you all, and remember, stay tipsy.
Stay tipsy.
Bye for now.
Bye, guys.